Because the carnal mind is enmity against God. Is enmity against God. For it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. Now, the carnal mind, he says, again, is enmity against God. He doesn't say it is opposed to God, but it is enmity, which means positive, active, and mutual hatred. Let me read that definition of enmity one more time. Positive, active, and mutual hatred. Listen, it is not corrupt, but corruption. You gotta get that. It is not rebellious, but rebellion. It is not wicked, but wickedness itself. Therefore, the carnal mind or fleshy thinking is not envious against God. It is envy and the actual enemy of God. So all the stuff that we say we do and we love and Jesus and God and great, but God looks at our way of thinking. He looks at our way of thinking. In Jesus' name, in Jesus' name. He looks at our way of thinking. He looks at that carnal mind. He says, your carnal mind is my enemy. He says, your fleshly way of thinking is my enemy. He said, your way of thinking is not rebellious. He said, your way of thinking is rebellion. He said, it is not corrupt, it is corruption. He says, you are it. Your mind is it. Your way of thinking is it. He said, it is my enemy. Why? Because it hinders you from moving into the things of God. You know what doubt sets in at? Here. So when God says to do something, what fights against you more than anything? Here. So you can't walk by faith and not by sight. Why? Because your mind is set on what you can see, while your spirit is set on what you cannot see. My God. So there is a war between the two. The spirit is saying to do, but the mind is saying, you don't need to do that right now, because you ain't got it all together. You need to have this, you got to have this, and you got to have this. And once you get all that, then you can do. That's your mind. And God said, that's my enemy. Wow.